TravelingMel.com.
Hey, and welcome to Red Lodge. I'm glad to have you with us. We are doing a little short trip here based in Red Lodge and exploring some of the area around the base of the Beartooths. And we're going to show you how to do it right now during the pandemic with all the safety stuff of wearing a mask and washing your hands and not going anywhere if you're sick, and having one base camp and exploring locally. But these are all things that are just as amazing to do any time of life. So we'll be doing some hiking and some museums, and there's a lot of cute shops around here, which we aren't going to go into right now, but you should know that in case you come another time. And we're glad to have you with us. The Carbon County Historical Museum in Red Lodge is definitely worth a stop. It's right downtown, and call ahead and make sure they're going to be open, or that they will open by appointment for you. And so much about the history of the place and the people from 11,000 years ago to present. And don't miss the whole coal mining section in the basement, because it's pretty interesting. Super filling and delicious lunch at the Red Lodge Pizza Company. Came next door to Sylvan Peak Mountain Company and picked up some snowshoes to rent. You can rent cross-country skis or get any kind of outdoor gear here. I kind of want everything in the store. It's amazing. And now we're gonna go look for some snow to play around in. Red Lodge and the base of the Beartooths and into the Beartooths is really great for all kinds of different outdoor recreational activities in summer and winter, but of course we're trying for some winter stuff right now. The snow's a little thin still for snowshoeing, but we found some to clomp around on. Also cross-country skiing, ice skating, ski joring is kind of popular here, where horses pull skiers around, and probably snowmobiling, I already said ice skating, just all the winter outdoor activities. This morning we are starting our day at the Museum of the Beartooths in Columbus, and much like the Historical Museum in Red Lodge, they are generally closed for the 2020 season, but you can make an appointment and go see the museum anyway, which is pretty cool because then you're in there by yourself. So it's been a while since I've been to this one, but as I recall, there's a lot of Native American history, and then of course of more recent history of the area, and maybe some geology about the Beartooth Mountains. We'll see. In between Absaroka and Fishtail is the Wildflower Kitchen, which is this super cute, yummy place, and we're gonna stop and pick up some sandwiches and soup to take on our hiking adventure that we're going next. And a couple things to think about is that they open at noon, so if you're like us and call too early, they're being super nice and making it work for us, but you know, don't be that person like we are. And right now they are also doing takeout dinners that you bake at home, so there's no indoor dining right now. We are at Woodbine Falls in the Custer-Gallatin National Forest at the end of towards the beginning of the Stillwater River. And it's a really easy hike. It's often kind of crowded in the summer, even though we're kind of far back here in the Beartooths. But if you come in November when it's raining, and the gate to the campground's closed, you'll probably have the whole place to yourself. We've been craving s'mores, and unfortunately we can't have a fire pit here at the the house. We're renting, and it was raining at the trailhead where there were some campfire rings. So we're gonna make them in the oven. We're determined to have these s'mores because any good vacation needs s'mores. Pollard is a really cool historic hotel right in downtown Red Lodge on the main street, and it's beautiful. We are here for breakfast this morning, and there's so many good things on the menu. I'm not sure we're going to be able to decide. And there's also a really nice like kind of bar and lounge where you can get appetizers, and just, you should come here. Even if you don't stay here, you should come by. One of the best parts about visiting Red Lodge and these towns at the base of the Beartooth Range is that there's so many outdoor recreational opportunities. And today we came up the west fork of Rock Creek right outside of Red Lodge. In the winter, there's cross-country skiing and snowshoeing. In the summer, hiking. And we're just walking along the road today. We're kind of in between winter and summer here. So just trying to make it work, but it's really beautiful, and the creek sounds lovely, and just tons of trails, and also Red Lodge ski area is up this way too. As usual, we're going to stop at the local brewery. We're going to run into Red Lodge Ales and get beer and lunch. Thank you for joining us on this trip through Yellowstone country. If you have any questions or need any more details, check the blog linked below, and we'll see you next time.